in a room full of very talented people. Wow, you guys are really awesome. Thank you very much, Nikki and Nightscapes and Fairleigh Dickinson for having me today. I'm really honored to be here. This is a different venue for me. Usually I stand up and I talk about, you know, saving babies and SIDS and the illness and all that. But Nikki specifically asked me to talk about what actually inspires me to write and inspires me to write different characters in murder mystery. And so I have to have a cheat sheet because it's the first time I've ever talked about that. So you'll have to excuse me if I read a little bit, okay? As you know, I'm Connie Slocum. I wrote this book. It's called Identity Theft, It's Murder. And I'm going to talk about that tonight. And what actually inspires, I think, everybody in this room and me is our emotions. Because emotions can serve as imaginative stimulus in murder mystery or any other type of writing or art or anything, poetry. Expressing them can be artful. It can also be a very healing experience. I loved 3 Days in Hand. Thank you. That was so cute. I love. Everybody knows that story, you know. The first thing that ever happened to me when I was writing is I go on a lot of tours, so I go to different states and I meet different cultures and different types of people, which is extremely interesting. And in this one culture, I went to a church. And in the church, you know, thou shalt not kill is kind of a big thing. So this lady walked up to me and she was really, how could you bring a murder mystery into a church? What's wrong with you? How could you bring that in here and claim to want to save babies with a murder story? And I thought, wow, you know, that's a really good question. Oh my God, how am I going to answer that? So I stood up in front of a whole congregation of people, it was about 100 people, and I thought, okay, they're going to stone me, you know? But they didn't stone me. I said, you know, I can't explain the universe, I can't explain God, I can't explain the higher power. The only thing I can explain is me. And I become my most inspired when things are happening to me. It's usually at my lowest points. I had 2 lowest points. I had, of course, now you know that my daughter passed away of SIDS. There wasn't a lower point than that. Another low point, which is probably going to shock you, and please don't run away, I was arrested for murder. It was a case of mistaken identity. It let me go in a couple of hours, but during those couple of hours, it was the most frightening experience of my life. You want to talk about inspiration for a murder story? Get arrested for murder sometime. Scary, you know? So this came to me, so this is the one that I brought into the church. So I stood up in front of the congregation, and that's what I said. I said, I can't explain that. This is the one that the publisher accepted. So guess which one's in the church, you know? And at the end of the day, that same woman came up and hugged me and purchased 2 books. Now we're friends on Facebook. So that's kind of a cool thing, you know. My creativity is inspired by people, places, and things, just like yours. You're a lot younger than me, and clearly much more educated than I am. I didn't have that. I never had access to any of those things. I gave those things to my son. My son is getting his master's degree next month, so that's kind of really interesting. He's a computer engineer. This is actually one of his bosses. She left that job with me. I work at a courthouse, so I have access to many stories, many people. The girls and I, we switch books back and forth. The courthouse is like one big family. My friend Sandy from the courthouse is here, actually. She surprised me tonight by showing up. I didn't expect her. I think. One thing I have best friends, and like everybody on this planet, I choose my friends carefully. I have lots of acquaintances. I like a lot of people. My best friends I hold near and dear. They're the people that they call on the phone, you drop everything. You run, because they will do that for you. And I have several. My best friend June, who's not here tonight because she's from Memphis, and I've been friends with her for 32 years. And how June and I met is kind of funny, and it made it into one of my stories. June, I think we were 21. I'm 52. We were 21, and she came into my mother's bar where I worked. I was a waitress, and didn't know her. And she sat down, and we started talking, and we genuinely liked each other. So it was a slow afternoon, so we talked the afternoon away. Found out we were dating the same boy. You know? So we dished the boy, and we kept each other. And 32 years later, we're still very close. So that's my one friend. My friend Patsy over here, I've been friends with her over 20 years. I won't get away too much because my age is like really speaking. And Patsy is the character that the main character in this book is fashioned after, because I love Patsy. We did our black belts together. We've done pretty much everything together. She's a character in her own right. I could write a whole book on that chick. One of the funniest Patsy stories, though, was we used to play practical jokes on people. And so me, Patsy, and Patsy's son, Eric, he was like 14, I think, wasn't he, Patsy, when we did Sensei's car that time? Yeah. We decided to, it was Halloween, we decided to web Sensei's car. And Sensei is a black belt of karate that can kill you in 0.3 seconds with an S. So, you know, you have to be careful with playing a joke on that guy. So we were webbing his car, and he comes across the parking lot. So Eric and we dodged. I almost passed out. Her son's like, Mom, sit down here, you know. So, and how I met Patsy was even kind of strange. She came into the karate school where I worked for 18 years. And she met me, but I didn't remember her. I got a phone call one day, and this lady on the phone, and she's like, oh, I'm going to go over for tea. I said, okay. So I hang up the phone, and I'm cleaning up the house, because I don't know who the chick is coming over for tea, you know? So my husband's like, who's coming over? And I'm like, I don't know. Somebody I met at karate, you know? And then she walked. So she's a character all by herself. She doesn't need any help from me to describe her to you. My friend Helen, who's been 15 years, also karate. She's from English, and no family here, just me. She got hired at karate. She was my assistant. And the funny story about Helen has to do with having her fourth child. She came into work, and I was her boss, and she said, Senpai told me in karate that means black belt. She's holding her stomach. She said, I'm so sick. I'm so sick. I'm sick every day. I can't work. I can't do it. I said, well, honey, you're green. Are you all right? And she said, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sick every day. I said, well, are you pregnant? For goodness sakes. I mean, how hard is it? No. I have 4 kids. I would know. 9 months later, Jack was born. So, and Jack was born sick. So I sat in the hospital with her for an entire week, and that solidified our friendship. And another friend of mine, this is actually a funny story, I met on Facebook. I'm new to Facebook, so it's pretty interesting to me. Facebook, I'm sure you guys all know what it is. His name is Anthony, and actually Anthony was the junior high school high. Oh, every girl loved Anthony. He would walk by and we'd all go, you know? Anyway, so when he was in school, and I was in school, I would hide from him and just kind of admire him from afar, kind of drool, you know? So I didn't see him for years, and then in high school, I was sitting on the beach that was down the block from my house, and I wasn't a bathing suit person, as you can all see. But I sat down, and I was reading a book, because that's what I did. And all of a sudden I hear, Mary! Mary! And I'm like, I'm not Mary, I am looking up, you know? And then I heard, Mary! So I looked up, and it was a heartthrob, and I'm like, oh, he thinks my name is Mary, that's me. Hi, you know? And he said, I like your blouse. And I said, thank you, you know? And I was like, wow, he's talking to me, you know? How exciting. And then some bikini-clad babe walked up and invited him to go play chicken fights, and that was the end of that. So years later, like, I mean, we're talking about 35 years later, I saw his name on Facebook, and I was like, wow, I'm going to tell him the Mary story, and I'm going to tell him how devastating it was. He didn't know my name. So I did. And then another thing inspired me, and this was fairly recent. This is a person on Facebook that I don't know. It's a fan or somebody that knows somebody that I've never met this person. And I got this message in my little private box and said, hi, beautiful. And I thought, okay, 27 years married, I'm going to be in trouble. You know? So I wrote back and I said, well, clearly you need glasses, strong ones, which I'm not going to buy you, or this was made for somebody else because I'm married. And I sent it back, LOL, you know, I figured never hear from this person again. Well, there was another message in there, and it said, oh, you don't think you're beautiful? And I thought, you know, and then we're actually really good friends now. I mean, he knows I'm married, it's okay, you know, the whole thing. But I thought, wow, you know, when somebody meets your heart first, because the only thing he knew about me was what I wrote on that Facebook page. So when somebody meets your heart first, you can look like Frankenstein, and they see beautiful. That inspires me. People's hearts inspire me, not what they look like. Although what they look like is very cool, and that doesn't land. Their hearts do what people really are about. That's what lasts. As a young person, probably not. I mean, I don't know if any of you here experience this. I was the object of very, very bad bullying, and that also inspires a lot of my writing. In my book, you will find me lurking. It's a fake story. None of this happens. People do not exist, but you will find me lurking in between every line. Something generally happened to me that I twisted and deformed and pulled out of shape and made a story of. funny thing about bullies is that they're not what you think they are. And I did not know that until I turned 51. They're suffering and they're miserable. And they're, instead of using your heart to bring them up, they're pulling you down to misery because misery loves company. Do not take that statement lightly. And the reason I know that is because somebody wrote me a letter. She was the biggest offender of bullying me when I was a kid. She was absolutely horrendous. And she wrote me this letter and she said, you know what, I'm so sorry for what I did to you. I cannot change you. Please forgive me. I'm actually friends with her now. And she's a really nice person. She was miserable herself. When she told me about her life, my heart bled for her. I mean, really, really, really bad. So next time somebody bullies you, know that they're miserable and don't join in. It's not worth it. Just flake them off. If that happens. I don't know if that happens in college. I didn't have the opportunity to go when I was a kid. My inspiration also comes from my background. Like I said, you will find me lurking in between each line. Sadly, I was abused very badly as a child. Back in the day, there weren't children's rights advocates and the wonderful things you have today to protect the children. Actually, in my opinion, they overprotect the children now, but that's better than what I suffered through. What happened was my own dad, my biological dad, left when I was 5. He left my mom with 5 children, 1 in the breadbasket, 4 living in 1 in the breadbasket, and he left, and just disappeared off the planet. And he married another woman, or lived with another woman, because he never divorced my mom, and had 5 more. And I guess he was happy with her because when he died, they were together. I got a phone call when I was 44 from this strange man with my brother's name, and he was telling me he was contacting me for medical reasons. That wasn't the truth. He wanted to tell me medical reasons. He wanted to tell me he was dying, and what he wanted from me was forgiveness. I gave it because, you know, I never had a dad, and I always wanted one, and it was my only shot. So I had a dad for 6 months, and together we watched Mars approach the Earth. It was the coolest thing in the world to have, and I'm sorry he's gone. He read every single thing I had wrote before he died in 6 months. Every single thing I wrote, it was the most wonderful thing. And I told him I loved him before he died, so he died knowing I loved him. I'm one of 7 kids. There were 3 dads, 2 to 7 kids. One is adopted out, so they're actually 8. We just met her. She's very nice. I like her a lot. She's a writer. She writes poetry like you guys, which is very cool. When I tell you I was abused, I won't go into graphic detail because you guys know. That's how bad it was. But basically, I got beat a lot for having red hair.